but the find of the day is gonna be this. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh, this is a year maker, because you just, you know, want something like this shows up every once in a while. Look here, look who I found. Little kitty. This is the one I found like little over a week ago. She's doing great. Wanted to give you guys an update. She escaped the other night and was out half the night under the deck here. Tell them, you're wild, you like to run, you want to be out. I can't really leave animals outside here. They won't make it long. Probably about a 6-month life expectancy. Heck, my neighbor saw a black bear right on the backside of my garage over there, like, I don't know, 2 months ago, eating apples off a tree. There's coyotes everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I see the tracks of them everywhere. There's just hundreds of them right here within, I'd say, 10 miles of my house. There's hundreds of coyotes. It's just sheer wilderness behind my house. You know, I could walk up there and not see another person or a house for a couple days if I walk in the right direction. It's just wilderness. But this little cat's doing good, and I wanted to show everybody, and I'm going to the river to look for points. So I'll find something later. I haven't been here long, but I got a point right here, but it's damaged. This would have been borderline to include. I'll show you this kind of stuff. I asked in the comments, and people said you wanted to see it. I'd say this is a Riverton point, where I found that one the other day. Look at that staining on it. It's red flint reds, but the tips popped. It would have been a nice one. I ain't been here 10 minutes. It's like gray and red. Wow. That's pretty nice. It's too bad that's broke. Well, anyway, I'll get back on my next one. Alright, you guys said you wanted to see all these breaks. I mean, some days I find 20 breaks, but, you know, I have to cut the videos because I just pretty much figured I didn't want to bore people with stuff that was breaking up, and you know, I didn't want to make a video half-hour long with 20 minutes of breaks, because sometimes that's the way it goes. But right here's a black triangular, the tip going. Would have been pretty nice, but it's broke. This goes on all day, and then I find a smoker, and that's what the video is about. That's the way it's been up to this point. I'll start showing a little more. I'll still have to cut some of this stuff, because I might find 20 of these exactly like it with the tip breaking off later. I just dug this purse out of the muck back in there, and I always stand here and think about stuff. A purse equals money, you know. Maybe there's a big smoking dovetail in here or something. I'm gonna look. I always think about stuff like that. It's a sign, maybe. Yeah, I just pried another dandy of a nutting stain right in here underwater. The water's about, I don't know, a little over a foot. I'm working the base clay. Check this out. Man, it's got a deep, nice hole in it. And it's a handheld size one. It's got some starter one there. But look how deep that hole is. Man, I found a bunch of these, didn't I? Look at that. We'll hold some water later. Alright, I'm still finding stuff consistently. Right here's another faceted piece of hematite. It's not as cool. There's the facet right there where they were rubbing it. There's just tons of this on this site. There's a little flake. I'll get back if I see anything else. I'm finding stuff consistently every few screens, but no real nice points or nothing real nice yet. Later. All right, you guys said you wanted to see some of the breaks. There's a Flint Ridge point. It's all blown apart. Base is gone. It's got like tip damage to it, but it's real pretty, and that would be translucent. It's definitely Flint Ridge. Some kind of little point, but you can see it's broke right there. Later. Oh, folks, I got a stone tool that's just extremely rare. It's some kind of like tie-on At-Atl weight, and it's grooved. Folks, I did it again. Oh, folks. Oh, hold on here. I'm gonna have to get a picture of this, but look right here. Look at this, folks. This is, you don't find stuff like this. Oh, look, it's flat on the backside. Look, it's even grooved across. Oh, it's like a loaf-stone or something. Look at this. Oh, folks, it has a cross on it. And you know, this is something Atl-Atl related, I would say. Look at this, folks. Oh, I love finding stuff like this. 1,000 times rarer than an Arrowhead. Oh, folks. I'm gonna have to look around here good. This is an extremely good find. This is right around where I found the dovetail and that Thebes looking thing. I don't find much stuff like this. Man, folks, I like this. That's awesome. You don't see stuff like this very often. Huh. Very nice. Later. This will be number 3 for this day. The other 2 were broke, but this one's looking better. Kind of looks like an Adina. It's right here. It looks like it might even be Crooksville Church. It ain't bad. It ain't bad, but it's got, I guess that's reworked, but it's crude. It's kind of nice, but I don't know. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm in this place. There's Adina stuff here, and man, I found a nice broken one, and it would have been nice. It was Flint Ridge, but this one's bad material, and it's just not made too good, but not a bad find. Looks like that's just how it's made. Looks like Crooksville. It's got nice edge work here, though. I would call that an Adina, and it's from the woodland period. I'll get back on my next one later. Alright, I already picked this point up. I had the clip started and realized my GoPro was turned off, and sometimes this happens. I'd be finding a couple more points a day if I wasn't filming all this stuff. Realize that. I'm hurting myself on finds. But right here, it's an Adina. I already picked it up, and it kind of looks like hornstone. That looks like the rind. Hornstone comes in nodules, and it has like I think it leaches out of limestone in nodules, and then it has a big cortex on it. When you break it open, the hornstone's in the middle of the nodule, and they worked it a lot to where a piece of that rind of the nodule is on the base. A lot of these Adinas are like this, especially when I get down around, if I go to the southern tip of Ohio towards Kentucky, every point's made out of this material. That's why I don't look that. It's just average stuff. Average point. This is maybe a $10 point. It looks nice, but it's a common thing. Adinas are pretty common, and this is kind of crude, but not bad. Not bad. Later. Alright, I found this like banner stone, loaf-stone, whatever you want to call it. It's grooved. It's even got a groove across the middle. It's got that. It's just nice. You just don't find stuff like that. Here's other stuff from today right in here. This is just a daggone shame. Look at that material. Black into red. It had a red, oh, it's a bird point. Lots of Flint Ridge flakes and stuff. Look at this. That's from yesterday. I got a clip of it, but it's impacted, man. That would have, and I mean, I don't know if you can, Yeah, you can't, the sun's back here, but it's translucent. It's like high-grade gray Cousteau flint, I would say. It's just all messed up. But I don't have nothing else in my pocket. I don't know, I just found broken points today. After I found this, I could have stayed and probably found a point, but I just wanted to get out of there and get this home. You don't find stuff like this. But I'll put on some other clips too. I got tons of videos I haven't even finished. If I hunt twice a day and find points on big trips, for me to get on 2 videos a day is a stretch. It's just too much work. It's too much work the way it is now. But man, what a day to remember finding something like this. I love this. And it is rare, rare, rare. Later. Alright, here's that loaf-stone. It's awesome. Wanted to show you this stuff again. Here's this weird piece of hematite that I found. Real close to that. 20 yards. Same stretch of river. And this thing's just too stylized. Look at that. That's like a silt bit. This might be something Atl-Atl related to. You can see it's flat on this side. It's real heavy. It's as heavy as lead. It's about as heavy as a Civil War mini ball. If you've dug them, that's about, it's natural iron ore. There's like silt bits on every edge. And look at that. That's too stylized. And look how it would just lay. It might be one of those Atl-Atl weights, and you know, Newton's law of motion, whatever, you know, that was mounted on that Atl-Atl throwing arm, and having it mounted there, let's see, would be produce more spring energy. Having that mounted on that flexible shaft, it gave it that pump when they were throwing it. And this could be one of those. I don't know, but it looks funny to me. And then I find this, and that's Atl-Atl related, I believe. A groove loaf-stone. And it's just classic for what it is. I've seen them before, but I ain't found one this nice before. I'm extremely happy with this. And it's got another engraved line across it right there, like a cross. 2 very interesting pieces in the last 2 trips. Later. Alright folks, typical ending. I just got home from the river. I don't know, I probably dug 3.5 hours non-stop hard. As hard as I could go. Sifted tons of stuff, and I got a loaf-stone. Found some beautiful broken points. Riverton points and stuff, but I could have probably found a point. If I'd have stayed, I was on them, but after finding a loaf-stone, it's a rare piece, folks. So here's my big buddy having his daily kiwi treat. He just loves them. Look at him. Sitting there. What a good boy. How could you not like this handsome boy? You was hungry, buddy. You gonna go for the big piece now? Look, he just annihilates that. He likes that white inside. Look at him eating it. He's just wolfing it. Aren't you, buddy? Tell him, show him Squirrel Maniac. You gonna show him? There he goes, Squirrel Maniac. You better finish it off so nobody else gets it. Huh, buddy? Look at his little place rubbed off the fur on his nose where I had to put him in his cage when he was bad, and he sticks his nose out and rubs the fur off. Don't you? Tell him you look through the bars. Tell him, Squirrel Man. Alright folks, amazing find in this one. Very rare piece. Later.